Hello, my male entrepreneur friends. Sorry, ladies, but this series is dedicated to men. From time to time, it's nice for us to be taken care of. So let me ask you a question. Do you have to spend endless hours trying to persuade your clients, your wife, to buy what you're doing? Your clients to buy your products, your wife to buy your idea. Do you have to spend endless hours negotiations? Yeah, sure. A lot do. What if you could get them to make the decision you want in 11 seconds? Wouldn't that be great? 11 seconds, snap, the decision is made. That would be cool. In fact, 11 seconds is the latest scientific measurement that has been analyzed in 2019, so very recently. And it has been proven that the brain makes decisions in 11 seconds. Before that, till 2019, the value was 10 seconds. So the latest research demonstrates that we gain 1 second. Yoo-hoo! 1 second doesn't seem much, but in fact, the part of the brain making the decisions is called the primal brain. You may have heard it in past videos I've shot for you. The primal brain, in fact, lives in a 7 seconds window and makes decisions at the very primal level. In fact, if you want to persuade someone, you have to try to persuade in 7 seconds a 2-year-old child. Can you explain what you are doing and why they should decide to go with you in 7 seconds to a 2-year-old child? Yeah, try that. That's a pretty tough exercise. Because if you do it rationally, you can't, because you are going to spend your time, blah, 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 rational thing. My product, my service gives you this, that, la, 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 and it takes for ages. Even if you go for the famous 30 seconds elevator pitch, but your elevator pitch, you need 7 seconds out of it. So you have 23 seconds to be nice with the guy. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, that's a side comment. So you have to talk to that primal brain, because your brain has the neocortex, the upper part, and the primal brain, the lower part. And the primal brain is where the decisions are made. It has been scientifically demonstrated without any reasonable doubt. And that has been made during very recently, because in fact you can even have a guy called Daniel Kahneman, who got his Nobel Prize in Economics in 2011 for his work on the decision process in the brain. And that guy acknowledged and recognized that for the past 60 years, he was wrong because he was teaching sales. And so he was being rational. But it has been scientifically demonstrated that we don't make any rational decision. We only go for primal decisions. And those primal decisions are completely irrational. I mean, would you be rational? I mean, I suppose you are driving a car, right? Would you be rational? You would be driving the cheapest car existing on earth, because what you need for a car is 4 wheels, doors, seats, an engine, and a body, right? The cheapest one is from Tata, an Indian company. Do you drive the cheapest car in the world? No, there is a big chance that you drive something more cozy, more funny, more pick-uppy, more whatever. It's not rational. The last watch you bought, maybe a smartwatch. Is it that rational to have a smartwatch? Think about what happened. The last thing that you bought, or smartphone, I don't know. The last thing that you bought, or maybe you decide to purchase something to do more Facebook ads, even though you have no clue. I was going to say no F-word clue about how Facebook ads are working, for example, right? But you still paid for it, and then came that process in your brain saying, yeah, it was a smart decision, Thomas. You made a good choice. Yeah, of course you should use Facebook ads because everyone does it. It's working. It's good. It will bring you great results. Well, in fact, rationally, it's a fucking waste of money. Sorry, I said it. No, you will get used to it. I mean, I'm who I am. That's also what you should learn. To be who you are, not the image that society wants to project on you. I may give you a talk about that later, a little lesson about that. So, the primal brain is the target. You have to target the primal brain to drive them to make decisions. So you have to understand, and we see in the past videos, for your wife to understand what's driving her decisions, what's the subconscious frustration that drives the primal brain to make the decision to work with you. You have to do the same with your clients, which means that you have to perfectly understand your clients, what they want, how you can get there. And as an example, I will tell you about a friend of mine well, I hope that she's becoming a friend, because she may become a client too, but someone I met, we shared, we talked about, and she wanted to sell a car. And she said, Thomas, you know what I've done? Instead of putting my little ad in a newspaper, like I'm saying this car, that old, so many kilometers or miles, because she's in the US, engine, blah, blah, blah. She just wrote something about what that car brought her as emotions. And guess what? The car was sold in 30 minutes. People were lining up in front of the door to see the car, because she was using persuasion strategies and techniques that allow you to drive ethical persuasion. So what is ethical persuasion? Ethical persuasion is when you get them to make the decision you want, while they make the decision they want. Yeah, I say that, I insist on that. Ethical persuasion exists. That's what I'm teaching in webinars, in seminars, in online training, in one-on-one coaching. Ethical persuasion works, and it works fantastically great, because you make people happy. You make people happy to have made the decision to work with you. And for that, you have the persuasion formula. So, I mean, when you still keep doing what you are doing, which is rational persuasion, I'm talking to you about myself, about my products, about my company, about all the features that there are, blah, blah, blah. That's called rational selling. It's like using a fire hose, to paint a little spot on the wall. Well, what you should do is use a syringe and put that little spot right where you want it. And that's what ethical persuasion does. It helps you be super precise and focused and target the decision maker in the brain to get them to make the decision you want while they make the decision they want. So to help you, I'm putting somewhere down there the link to 4 videos free training. And I think after the training, you get even something more for free, because I want to help you. I want you to be happy. So go there, learn more about ethical persuasion. If you have questions, hit me, ask me a question. That would be great. So I hope you enjoy this. If you know someone who could benefit from it, share it with them. No worries. It will be a pleasure. Talk to you very soon. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.